What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shay Renee, and I am back to talk about Summer House, Child, Season 7, Episode 6, I believe. But y'all, I gotta give y'all a quick, brief update. Your girl has not been on because I have had the worst headaches. Mind you, side note, I hate when people start their videos telling their life story. Just get into it. But I've had the worst headaches and I've had to detox. So I'm telling y'all, anybody that's experiencing headaches, fatigue, you just tired, don't know why, I mixed me some pineapple, ginger, lemon, and cucumber juice right here. The remedy. Ciao. There may be some other effects from drinking this juice too, but just a little side note to help y'all out. But let's get into the drama of Summer House, shall we?
Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it, go on with it. Do us. So we are coming in with a force. Yeah. Blessing the reap and we coursing on.
What's up, y'all? Terrier Babe 89 says, hello, Shay. What's up? What's going on? How you bees? Thank you for joining me. So, y'all, Summer House, season 7, episode 6, Panic and Disco. Okay. So the episode starts off where let me say this. This is just a side note. I'm starting to think that everybody in this house don't have nothing to talk about but damn Lindsay and Carl. Okay. I just don't understand. I just don't understand. She says, it's me, Wanda. Oh, what, you changed your name, Wanda Marshall. Yes, awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. Are you a dog lover? Is that why you did that? I want a dog, but we're gonna have to talk about that later. I'm gonna ask you some questions if that's the case. But oh, cool. I love the new name. But y'all, so this summer house thing, I feel like everybody in the house is just doing entirely too much. Like everybody is just on Lindsay and Carl. And I just don't get how everybody keeps talking about how their relationship is moving so fast. I'm like, have y'all not been on this show with them? They've known each other for 6 years now. This is not a rush. Like did y'all forget that they tried a relationship before? But it just didn't work out immediately. Like I just don't understand. Y'all, my little hairs in the back, they curly, but it's looking like a beady bead from here, but that's whatever. But moving on. Like I just don't get it. I think that everybody is so far up Carl and Lindsay's tail in their business. Now, mind you, y'all didn't have nothing to say when Kyle and Amanda were going through all their stuff. Well, you did, but you weren't this concerned. You know what I mean? Like Kyle was out dicking and dogging around, and Amanda was crying about it, and they still ended up getting married. Why is it a problem for Lindsay to support Carl? The problem is everybody is not used to sober Carl. Okay. Carl was the one jumping in the pool, drunk as a skunk, doing random stuff. Like, but he's sober now. And y'all gotta get with it or get lost. Like, I don't feel that everybody in the house is wholeheartedly supportive of Carl's sobriety. Now, on the flip side, if I hear babe one more damn time out of Carl or Lindsay's mouth, somebody gonna get slapped. I don't that's I'm really not gonna slap nobody, but it's very annoying. Like they are babing it up, and I'm just like, y'all, okay, I get it. Y'all in love, you're laying it on thick. We understand. Okay. So y'all, the episode starts off where Lindsay is basically Carl and Kyle are going to have a conversation at this point because they need to. It's like they're having so many issues at work. Their friendship is not working out. Like it's just a lot going on. And so they need to have a conversation at this point. And Lindsay is acting like she don't care whether or not they have a conversation or not, which girl, we know you give a damn. You are so far up into the drama too. You ain't fooling me. Cause I know you love you some drama too, Lindsay. Let's not play the games, okay? So Kyle and Amanda arrive and bring their dogs, and everyone is dressed up for a disco party. Okay. Sierra's outfit was the cutest to me. She named herself Karma Brown, which I loved that little persona from her. I just think it was so cute. I just think Sierra is just a very attractive woman, period. Terrier Babe 89 says, what channel do this show come on? Oh, it comes on Bravo. It's just, you know what? It's one of my guilty pleasure shows, Wanda, that like ain't nobody else watching but me. So I just kind of do these reviews for myself. But let me not say that. I do have a couple staple people that watch the show with me. And I'm really the only one that reviews the show, I think. So hopefully other people will find me and start watching it because I think it's really a good show. So everybody is getting dressed. Carl and Kyle, you know, Lindsay is kind of pumping him up for this whole conversation, but acting like she not trying to pump him up for the conversation, and we know that she is. Okay. Linda Gamble is in the building. Hey, Linda, what's going on? She says, hello, Shay Renee. How you bees, Linda? What's good? So in the next scene, Oliver, Maya's boyfriend, shows up and is so not in costume. Like he got some 70s inspired wig on, but he got on 2000s, the 99s and the 2000s clothes. I'm like, okay, whatever, Oliver. You came with some alcohol, so I guess that works. So everyone is complaining about Gabby's decorations and whatnot. And, you know, Carl finally sees Kyle and Amanda come out and says, shh, like, he really didn't want to have this conversation, but he knows that he really has to have the conversation because at the end of the day, he's going to have to talk about Kyle being so extra where it came to Lindsay. Like, what I also don't understand is Kyle's anger to I get why he's mad at Lindsay because he feels like Lindsay is like fueling Carl to be distant from him. He feels like Lindsay is putting thoughts in his head, Carl's head, mind you, of oh, maybe I gotta question my job. Maybe Kyle isn't a good friend, all these things. He thinks that Lindsay is really the source behind a lot of this stuff. But it's really not. It's really not. Carl, I think Carl was feeling a lot of this stuff on his own. And Carl is not, he doesn't strike me as a person that just kind of does what everybody else wants him to do. Because when it came to in the past, when he was dealing with these chickadees on the show, he was quick to dump somebody if he wasn't feeling them or screw them and do them and leave them. So he's very aware of what he wants to do. I just think that Lindsay gives him the courage to actually act on his feelings and actually talk about certain things because Carl bottles a lot of stuff up. Carl is still, I feel like, going through it from his parents getting a divorce, his brother passing away. He has a lot of internal issues that he just really hasn't dealt with a whole lot. So it's just like, I don't know. I think Carl deserves a pass in certain areas. And I think that Kyle is so used to having his fun time friend getting drunk and having a good old time that he's not acknowledging that Carl needs a different level of support at this point. Now, also, I don't understand why Kyle is so mad at Lindsay because Lindsay was very supportive to Kyle. Like when everybody in the house would be mad at Kyle, like Kyle is like a double-edged sword. Kyle is the life of the party in the house, but then he can also be the Debbie Downer in the house when he on his bullshit. Okay. But Lindsay was always on his side and very supportive. So I think that Kyle is just having a problem adjusting to Carl and Lindsay shifting in their approach with him. It's not all about everybody else. Now they're really focusing and diving into their relationship. And as a unit, they're focusing on Carl's sobriety. And I think that everybody is really missing that point. Terrier Babe 89 says, what day of the week and what time? Oh, I think it comes on Mondays at, I believe, 8 o'clock Eastern time, 8 or 9 o'clock Eastern time on Bravo. Linda Gamble says, Wanda, the show comes on Monday on Bravo. See, Linda always be on it. That is my girl. Okay. She be on it. She says, thank you. Hello, Linda Gamble. Thank you. Yes. First of all, both of these ladies be on it because Wanda be sending me stuff that I watch videos literally all day from Wanda. Keep them coming. I love my daily DMs. I so appreciate you. But moving on, y'all. So Carl sits down and talks to Kyle. Okay. Finally. All right. So, Carl, I don't really think that Carl is a very confrontational person because he seemed very timid in his conversation with Kyle. Basically, Lindsay wanted Carl to go over there and be like, and you better not be talking about my girl no more. Like, I could see her, she was over there like watching the conversation like a hawk. Like, what are y'all talking about? You better be over there defending me. Like, I could just see her over there doing that. Like, she is watching this conversation with a fine tooth comb. Like, it was just, girl, knock it off. But anyway, Carl is just like, I don't understand that outburst that you had with Lindsay last week. Like, that was just very uncomfortable. Like, I don't even know where that came from, like what gives type of stuff. Then he's like, I really think that you think that Lindsay is influencing a lot of the things that I'm doing and the way that I think, but that's really not the case. This is just a lot of things that I've been thinking about. And maybe I haven't been very forthcoming with having the conversation with you the way that I should. That's kind of the gist of what he kind of half-ass said. Okay. Then he says, what has Kyle says, what Kyle asks, I think a lot of our problems stem between Lindsay and Amanda. Amanda is Kyle's wife, for anybody that doesn't watch the show. And Lindsay and Carl are in a relationship. So I don't really think that a lot of their issues stem from Amanda and Lindsay. I think that Amanda and Lindsay were kind of, cool enough for the house kind of thing. Like, they've never been like besties. So I just think that Carl and Kyle have some issues that they have kind of swept under the rug. I think Kyle doesn't think that Carl performs the way that he should at Loverboy as the VP. Like, he's giving him these trumped up titles and giving him extra money, but he doesn't really see the fruits of his financial commitment to Carl coming out of him. But then I also think that Kyle expects that for Carl to give all the time and energy that he gives to the business. And it's like, it's going to be a different mentality from an owner versus somebody that works for you. And I think that he expects more just because of the fact that Carl is his friend. And I'm like, Carl doesn't have any financial stake in this business besides the paycheck that you're giving him. So I just feel like it's a little bit unfair the way that Kyle expects for Carl to really just be wholeheartedly a part of the business in the manner in which he expects him to be in it. But then I also expect, I'm sure Kyle expects to get a level of productivity from Carl that he just simply isn't getting. And Carl continues to ask for certain things, but Kyle is not getting the productivity out of him that he wants. So at this point, y'all just need to not work together. I think it's difficult when working with friends, because when you are working with your friends, sometimes it's hard to critique them. And it's just really hard to really give them construct like criticisms the way that you should in business. So I think it's always best to leave that stuff separate, in my opinion. So moving on, Carl talks about how Amanda was saying, the reason why Lindsay has an issue with Amanda is because Amanda was saying they're moving too fast. They're getting they got an apartment together, and when she really said she just thinks you guys are moving fast and makes me nervous. She said that on the last reunion. But all in all, who gives a damn about what Amanda says? Amanda say a lot of shit that don't nobody give a damn about. Amanda is a part of the mean girl screw and poo on everybody else's business. Like, Amanda is not a saint. Now, is Amanda like this, she's not Stassi Schroeder with it from Vanderpump Rules, but Amanda, she has her opinion. She gets into the mix of the drama however she sees fit. Like, but I don't think that Amanda is just this slicey, dicey person that's just all about coming after Lindsay. No, I think Lindsay is just a little bit excessive with the way that she expects people to cater to her. Like, they talk about Amanda apologizing to Lindsay. So the whole situation with Amanda saying that they're moving too fast or whatever, Lindsay got all butthurt over it. Amanda says whatever she did to her to hurt her feelings, she apologizes for it, or whatever the case may be. But that ain't enough for Lindsay. Lindsay needs somebody to come and grovel at her damn feet. And I'm like, I don't know if that's that Leo energy that she got going on. But girl, ain't nobody gonna kiss your ass to apologize to you. That's what nobody's gonna do. Absolutely freaking not. Nobody's doing that. So either you're gonna accept her apology in text or be a big girl about yours, a woman. Go talk to Amanda and say, listen, Amanda, I got your text message, sis, but that ain't gonna cut it for me. I think we need to have a conversation because our relationship is built on a much deeper foundation with both of our dudes essentially being best friends. I think we need to be on a deeper level, and that apology, it just didn't sit well with me. So I kind of want to get your thoughts behind that and talk to you about it, and you hear me out. That's what I think would have been the best way to handle that situation, instead of Lindsay thinking that somebody reading her damn mind and that she's supposed to just be like, oh, Amanda should know that that was inappropriate and she needs to reach out to me and apologize to me and grovel at my feet. No. Amanda is thinking, okay, you ain't respond to my text. Okay, I guess you just agreeing to move the hell on. Like, because this is really not that deep. It's really not. T-Babe, you are very welcome. Linda says, Shay, are you going to do reviews on Rocky Mistress? Child, yes. I got the, so apparently Tasha K posted something like crazy late last night where the mistress, she's interviewing the mistress essentially. And the mistress gave her her phone and everything. So I'm like, oh my God. But where's the baby? Sorry, y'all. Where's the baby? That's what I want to know. But we're going to talk about that in the video. Linda Gamble says the interview dropped today. What? Okay, yeah, I got. Let me get through this so I can go see this interview. Linda, do I got to subscribe to something or whatever? Because girl, I go ahead and pay the $5 so I can come back and talk to y'all. But yeah, I'm gonna go watch that. Thank you for that tidbit of information. Sorry for everybody that came here for Summer House, but that is very important information. Moving on. So they talk, and basically Carl and Kyle sum up their conversation by saying that, listen, we're best friends. We can't let the ladies interrupt that. Let them deal with their own stuff. Carl basically says, you know what? I just think that Lindsay needs to talk to Amanda. They need to work their own stuff out, and we just need to move on and repair our friendship accordingly. And I just think that, they kind of brushed a lot of stuff under the rug. Kyle didn't really discuss his real feelings about how he feels about Carl and his work ethic and all the stuff that they have going on. So they're just kind of putting a band-aid on the situation. But at the end of the day, I'm glad that they actually literally just had a conversation and talked, period. So then Amanda is over there talking to her trio of women full of BS. And Amanda tells Sierra and Paige she's just tired of trying and walking on eggshells with Lindsay, while Lindsay is off to the side over there watching the conversation with Kyle and Carl with like a hawk child trying to see what's going on. So Carl and Kyle hug it out, and Amanda is just pretty much like, I'm tired of Lindsay and her BS. I'm not about to kiss her ass to be her friend, child. So moving on, Sam's friend Tim invites Sam and her friends to Montauk. Apparently, Tim is some guy that Sam has had some little fling with, and she's just enamored by him at this point. And he's extra amazing. So they're going to go hang out in Montauk together. So Sierra, Paige, I think. No, Paige didn't go. Did Sierra go? Child, I don't know. We'll talk about that when we get to it. I know Gabby went. No, Gabby, and Danielle went. That's who went. So basically, we move on to everybody else in the crowd. Everybody is kind of having side conversations with Kyle. Basically, like, you know what, Kyle, we need you to be like upbeat whenever you are like down and in the dumps. Everybody feels it in the house. So we want you to kind of like be on that level of, jovial, outgoing energy that you always exude, because when you're positive, the house is positive. When you're not, it's not good. So whatever you got going on with Carl and Lindsay, we want you to work it the hell out because we want to have a good damn summer. So then we see Chris, child, poor little tink tink. Chris has zero game. Like, why is Chris here? I don't, who is he connected to? Who is his friend on this show? I think it's Kyle, but it's so irrelevant that we don't even care. Chris, your pickup lines are trash. They are like on the back of a Cracker Jack box worthy. What are you doing when you talking to these women? And these women literally are looking at him like, please go away. Like right now. I don't want to hear anything else that you're talking about. Leave me the yuck alone so that a man that I'm actually interested in, who actually has some game, can come over and sit in the seat that you're sitting in. He gives some pickup line where he's sitting next to Oliver, and he's like, yeah, we've known each other since middle school. And in his confessional, he's like, yeah, I just like to tell these little stories just to kind of see, where their humor is at. No, nobody's laughing but you. No. And that's actually not funny. And Oliver is sitting there like, oh my God, this dude. Oh, he is shitting the bed. Something terrible. Mm. Chris, I don't know. You might need a celebrity matchmaker or something after this if you got the money to pay for it, because you are terrible. Terrible. No game. No game. You're not getting laid this summer. I'm just saying. And moving on. So Lindsay talks to Carl basically about his conversation with Kyle and kind of asks him for a download of the conversation. And he says, yeah, we're good, and we just kind of hashed it out, and basically we both come to the conclusion that you and Amanda need to talk. You guys need to have a conversation because I think that there's some miscommunication there. And Lindsay is like, well, did you tell him that I didn't appreciate the way that her non-sincere apology that she gave me? Like, I think that I'm tired of always reaching out to everybody and always having to be the bigger person. Like, I want people to, people should understand my feelings. Girl, cry me. Wait, I need to find the tiniest violin for her. Girl, cry me a river. If you are a grown-ass woman, you're dealing with Amanda that literally just turned 30 last year. Not to say that that's being 30 and all is just, super young. She old enough to know better when she do something wrong. But girl, if she apologized to you like any normal person, I'm thinking, okay, it's done. But then you still walking around being stank. But if the relationship is not that important to me, which it seems Amanda is just so done with your shit, she's not pressed to come and figure out why you being so moody with her, because she's just over it at this point. So if you have a problem with the way that Amanda apologized to you, girl, put your big girl panties on and go have a conversation with sis. I think this is just ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous. And Lindsay, you have got to get this everybody needs to kiss the ring mentality out of your head. Because you ma'am, are very annoying. You absolutely can be. You are a sweet person. I will say this about Lindsay. She gets on my damn nerves. But homegirl is a good friend when she want to be. Okay? Very, very keen on the when she wants to be. Okay, because she don't treat Danielle like she's supposed to, but whatever. But moving on, they're going back and forth, and she's like, having her little pity party, child. And Carl is she's like, why are you? He's just like, listen, I just said maybe you guys need to have a conversation. Like, I wasn't trying to be like extra or whatever. I'm just saying, I think that you guys need to have a conversation. Obviously, there's more to be said. If you're feeling this way, then just go ahead and talk to her. She's like, why are you coming at me? He's like, I'm not coming at you. If I was coming at you, And she's looking like, well, damn, okay. I think she was slightly turned on by him actually having some damn emotions at this point. But anyway, so she kept saying she felt like there will be a bigger conversation in person, even though she apologized in text. And Carl said, there's nothing else to talk about this. Let's just go ahead and have some fun. And he asked Sam if she's ready to play the damn game. Because at this point, child, he tired of Lindsay's damn games. And he tired of going back and forth with her ass. I just think that came from Lindsay feeling like she wants Carl to be this rah-rah person. It's like she do, but she don't. She wants Carl to just have her back, like do all this. It's like, girl, you know that Carl is not like this, right? That's not his personality. You're not going to change this man. Even though he done put the bottle down, that still has never been in his nature to be like, I'm a bust a move on your ass if you talk to my girl like that. He's not going to do that. Especially not with his best friend. Especially not when his best friend kind of has a point, because you are a raging B-I-E-I-E-I sometimes. So Kyle was doing nothing more than defending his wife because she felt hurt that people said that she was slick and sneaky or whatever, or not trustworthy, whatever Danielle said. Which, honestly, now that I think about it, I don't know why Amanda was so affected by that. Like, girl, I'm not running in no room damn crying over some shit that Danielle and Lindsay say. Girl, get out of here. Girl, go to hell. That's what I would have said after she said that. Because, girl, you don't even, Danielle don't do a lot to try to get to know Amanda. So why would I give two shits about what she thinks about me? Girl, bye. Okay, girl, bye. Let's see. Linda Gamble says it's on her YouTube. Girl, it's on her YouTube channel. Child, let me hurry up and talk about Summer House so I can go and look at this. Okay. Wanda says, yes, I saw a little of it on Drop the Mic channel, the Mistress of Rocky. Child. These men need to be careful. I'm going to start watching Summer House. It sounds very interesting. Yes, it really is a great show. Like, I think people sleep on it. You know, they really do. Yes, do. Period. Babe, T-Babe, you are going to love it. I'm going to see if it's on demand so I can catch up. Yes. If you have Peacock, you can go to Peacock and watch it from start to finish. That way you can kind of see all the dynamics of the relationships. But yeah, it's a pretty cute little show. So everybody pretty much at this point notices Carl and Lindsay are arguing, and everybody having their own little side chats about it. Gabby changed her damn clothes 80 times, okay, which that's just what Gabby do. I think Gabby is cute. I think she a little annoying with this whole zodiac sign, and that's the only way she gonna find a man type of stuff. And if you a damn Leo or a Taurus or whatever, I don't know. I'm just making this up. I don't know what her signs of choice are. But she said, oh, you're a Cancer? Oh my God, no, I can't. I'm like, girl, you gonna be a lonely bitch, okay? He gonna be a lonely little zodiac bitch, okay? Because if you trying to date somebody off their zodiac sign, child, but most of that stuff don't even be damn true sometimes. Because people say me as a Cancer, I'm supposed to be a crybaby, and I'm not. I am the most calculated emotional person. Okay, I don't just cry at the drop of a dime for some BS. I don't. Okay, so. And maybe because I'm on the cusp of Leo too, like one more day I would have been a Leo. So you just never know with all that stuff. But girl, what you like it, I love it, girl. I hope you find a damn man, child, because you're gonna be single forever with this mentality. But moving on. Carl and Danielle talk off to the side, and he tell Kyle, I'm sorry, is it Kyle and Danielle? Carl and Danielle talk off to the side. And he tells her it's hard for them to talk when she is drunk or whatever. Wait, I think I'm talking about the wrong person. Danielle says being in a relationship isn't perfect. Carl is saying it's hard for him to talk to Lindsay when she's drunk, okay? Because Lindsay was basically going off on him at a tangent. And he's like, okay, girl, all of this that you're doing right here, let's just go play some games because you need to calm down, okay? So then Danielle tells him being in a relationship isn't perfect. You guys just need to talk about things. I never get to see Robert because he works so much, but we make it work. Girl, no, you don't, because y'all are broken up. Spoiler alert. Danielle and Robert are broke the hell up. That's because, I honestly feel like Danielle has been living through. I think she's been hating on Carl and Lindsay this whole season, honestly. She's been projecting how she wants her relationship to go. Looking at their relationship, I think she's been very jealous of how they are experiencing such closeness. They're around each other all the time. And I think that Danielle resents. She tried to big up how much, I get my own time. And, he doesn't bother me. I like when he's gone and all this. Now she don't like when the man is gone. Because he's like this super chef. He travels around. He works at different restaurants or what have you. So Rob is like a big thing as a chef. And she don't like the distance between the two of them. Probably because she looking at Lindsay and Carl and they get to hang out together all the time. And she like, well, where my damn boyfriend at? And I'm like, girl, don't be mad at your friends because they have a level of closeness that you're looking for. How about you have a conversation with Rob about that? And if that's something that you just is a total deal breaker, then y'all break up like you did. Okay. But moving on, Paige and Lindsay talk about their convo, and Paige says, Paige and Lindsay talks about her and Danielle's conversation previously. Paige and Lindsay talk about their convo, and Paige says, why don't you just talk to Amanda and Lindsay? What am I writing, y'all? I don't understand this. Paige said, well, Danielle said, let me go from memory because I'm really mucking this up. Paige and Lindsay talk. Okay. They are talking about Lindsay's issues with Amanda. She's basically like, I know Amanda. Lindsay was like, I know Amanda is your friend and all, but I really just don't appreciate how she just apologized to me through text, and that just wasn't good enough for me. And Paige was like, well, she apologized. Like, does she know that that's not enough? Maybe you should have a conversation with her. Then they start talking about Danielle and how they feel like she feels like, Danielle is Paige is kind of stirring the damn pot, saying, well, you complained about Amanda saying that you guys are rushing into things in your relationship. Your homegirl Danielle said the same thing. And Lindsay says, I didn't say anything when her and Robert moved in after 2 months. And Paige says, well, I think you should talk to Danielle about that, because while you over here mad at Amanda for saying that y'all moving too damn fast, homegirl said the same thing, your bestie, okay? But I got to go to the bathroom, so I'm going to go ahead and leave on out. I'm going to head on out. So Paige stirs the pot and goes to the toilet and sit on the pot, tea, okay? So then Danielle comes over and she's like, so what were you and Paige just talking about or whatever? And Lindsay says, well, she told me that you said that me and Carl are moving too fast and we moved in together too soon. And Danielle was like, well, if I'm honest, I do think that you guys are moving hella fast. Pause for the cause. They are not moving too fast. All of y'all are fast haters. These people have known each other for 6 years. They have been tough tight. They've been tight like butt cheeks for 6 years. They are hella close. Carl has shared with Lindsay his hookups. Lindsay shared with him her hookups, like hiccups in relationships. They were best friends. The best relationships come out of people that were friends first, because y'all know all of each other's bullshit. Okay? I just think that Danielle at this point is being a big effing hater. That's what I think she's doing. She's hating on Lindsay and Carl. She's mad because her and, Rob are not on the same page. But also she gets all upset. She's like, the Lindsay that I know wouldn't have let Carl get away with not saying anything when Kyle was yelling at you. I'm like, what's the point? Here's the thing. I don't like when women insert themselves or push men to get all crazy and argue and fight. Like when Kyle was acting a plumb fool talking about Lindsay and all this, that, and the third, right? Should Carl have just been like, all right, man, that's enough. Let's just calm down. I don't think it would have made any sense for Carl to go over there. Kyle is already obviously drunk. What would be the point of Carl going over there and getting all like, yeah, what's up with it with Kyle? Knowing that Kyle is drunk as a skunk. That's why he acting like that. 2 idiots together just makes a whole idiot sandwich. Why would he do that? And why would you expect him to do that? For them to be in there, now we got assault charges, people arguing and carrying on and fighting, and now we don't know what the next level of the show gonna be because people up in here fighting. What? This is not Love and Hip Hop Summer House. Why would you expect him to be doing that? So Danielle, maybe you need to cool your jets. You need to calm the hell down, because, ma'am, you already was last season throwing damn wine glasses back and forth with Sierra. So you need to chill out. This is not Bad Girls Club, okay? But moving on, Lindsay basically says, after 6 years of knowing each other, you think that we're moving too fast? And she was like, I want to have babies with this man, and you're saying that? And Danielle says, you're living in a fairy tale where you all don't like to have hard conversations. And she says, Lindsay says, and then Lindsay says, Carl doesn't have to have hard conversations. I'm a hard conversation type of girl if he wants to have them, but he doesn't really know how to have those types of conversations, but we're trying to work through it. And she was like, I'm in therapy. I'm working through it. Like, she's basically saying, girl, mind your business. I'm trying to be patient with my man. I know what he can and cannot do. Hello, I've been his friend. Y'all, we called each other the Trace Amigas. Remember? We were all cool. Like, why all of a sudden are you having a high level of positivity because me and him are together? Now, mind you, Danielle and Carl used to date in the past. So I feel like she jealous. I feel like she might have wanted a little piece of the Carl pie, the developed Carl, if you will, and she's feeling like she's missing out on it because actually, I think in the past, Carl felt like he missed the buck with Danielle. That's what I think. But honestly, him and Lindsay fit a lot better because Lindsay is more nurturing, which is what Carl needs. Danielle is very wishy-washy. One minute she feeling like this and the next minute she not, and she faking the funk. You talking about you don't want to have, they don't know how to have hard conversations, but you not even telling your boyfriend that you really don't like that he works so damn much. But yet you glorifying and making it seem like, oh, I love the fact that he works so much. That's what you've been saying in the past seasons. So you lying to yourself. So why are you expecting them to do something that you're not doing? You don't have hard conversations with Rob. And you're very Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, Danielle. So what I think Danielle needs to do is just mind her business. Mind your business. That's all. Just mind your business. Stay out of Lindsay and Carl's relationship because at this point, unless they're coming to you and asking you for advice or whatever the case may be, you need to leave them alone. And I think that she's just mad because the relationship dynamic has changed. All three of them used to hang out together. They were all the best of friends. And she didn't have to pay attention to the fact that Rob wasn't around a lot because she was hanging out with them. But now it's just her because them two are together because they live together. They're in a relationship. Her boyfriend is always gone. So now she's feeling the effects of it and she don't like that. So now you want to be all in their shit, just scrutinizing them, which I think is not fair. So moving on, Danielle says, I don't want to lose two best friends, but sometimes it feels like your relationship is off limits to talk about. And I don't want to see you guys go at it. She says, Lindsay says also, well, don't talk about me to other people. And Danielle says she's right and then hugs it out. So basically, Lindsay was like, listen, I get it. You don't want to see us go at it or whatever, me and Carl. But girl, you don't got to see us go at it. You can actually just mind your business. And also, don't think you're slick. You just went over there talking shit about me with Paige, Amanda, and damn Sierra. Don't think I don't peep game. You supposed to be my best friend, and you over here talking to the three witches of daggone Summer House. And you talking crap about me, and you supposed to be my friend. Why would you do that? And I do think that was wrong. Like Danielle sitting up here, you talking trash about Lindsay and whatnot, but then you low-key talking about defending her all the time. But then you talking shit about her because it suits you right now. I don't understand. Danielle is just, like I said, she's very wishy-washy and all over the place. She needs to get her emotions centered and get herself together. Like, she need to really be honest with herself because really she's just jealous of Carl and Lindsay. And that's just what it is, okay? So don't be over here talking shit about me to these chicks that you know don't freaking fool with me. Last week you was defending me to them. This week you talking crap about me with them. What gives? Pick a lane. Pick a damn lane. But anyway, Lindsay basically peeped her whole card and told her, I see you, but I love you, but don't do it again. That's basically what that meant. So they're finishing up this party, this 70s inspired disco party and whatnot. All the guests leave and everything. Karma Brown, Sierra, changes her clothes. She kept on saying, Karma Brown. I was like, Sierra, you are hilarious. I'm just telling y'all, that girl, she's something else. She is something else. Okay, so everybody sits down to eat. And everyone asks, what would they rate the party? And Danielle says it's a 6.5 out of 10 because there was no music starting out. And Gabby says, oh, well, that's a fail. First of all, y'all are haters. Everybody is hating on Danielle. Mind you, they were talking about it wasn't really a lot of people there. Why y'all ain't invite nobody? Y'all knew this party was happening. Why y'all ain't invite nobody? Now, I do agree when Lindsay decorated a party, homegirl, she did the damn thing. Like the party decorations were great. But why y'all ain't help Gabby? This is her first season on Summer House. And clearly Gabby has the coins because her parents, listen, they are stacks on stacks on stacks. And y'all be hating on sis because of that too. Don't think y'all slick. So it's okay. It's not okay for Gabby to have generational wealth, but all the WPs in the house, it's okay for them to have money because that's just expected, right? Okay. Don't think I didn't peep that. Maya with her hating ass. I can't stand Maya. I really just cannot. She just irks my soul to the core. She is so annoying. But moving on, because we ain't about to talk about sis too much. Because she is just something. But anyway, I don't think that Gabby did a bad job. I think for what she was, the information that she was given, she did what she could do. Why y'all didn't help her? Y'all could have told her, okay, for this, you should probably order this, you should do that, because the coins are endless. She would have gotten what you needed. Y'all just needed to say something. Okay, and that's that on that. So, Gabby, kudos to you, sis. You did a good job. F all them people in the house, and they probably ain't had the damn money to get no more decorations anyway. So that's why they try to dump it in your lap, sis. Okay, moving on. So everyone discusses going to Montauk at this point. Kyle and Amanda are like, no, we're dog parents this weekend. We got to stay here with our babies. And Paige, Sierra, and Maya stay because they're going to get up in the morning and do like a brunch style breakfast for Amanda's birthday, which is the next day. So Sam, Danielle, and Gabby gear up to go to Montauk. So before they leave, Lindsay really wants to go to Montauk at this point. So she's like, man, I really want to go. But she's asking Carl, she's like, babe, that damn babe, do you want to go? I think it'd be really fun. Let's go. And you want to go? And he's like, Montauk is so far. Like, I ain't really trying to be fooling with that. Mind you, Carl ain't going, he not drinking. So why is he going out here hanging out, clubbing it up, and y'all gonna be drunk as a skunk? He gonna be sober Sally, and he gonna be really like, this ain't my scene. So she was like, okay, well, I'm gonna stay here with you. So she goes over, her and Danielle have like a little side conversation. And, you know, Danielle is like, well, why don't you just come? If you want to come, just go. And she's like, well, I have a boyfriend. Lindsay's like, well, I have a boyfriend now. I can't just be doing that, and he's sober. So, I'm going to be here and support him. And I don't see why Danielle couldn't just accept that as an answer. But at the same time, Lindsay, I honestly don't think that Carl would have had a problem with you going and just leaving him there. Maybe Lindsay knows something that we don't know. Maybe she feels like, I don't want to leave Carl in this house with alcohol by himself and I'm not here with him. And maybe he go in the kitchen because he's a little stressed right now. He's got a lot going on with Kyle. He's still probably struggling right now with his sobriety, even though it's been I think it's been 2 years now that he's been sober. So as his partner, she's going to dive deeper and know more about what's going on with him than anybody else. So I'm pretty sure she made her decision according to that. But I'm sure she's feeling a little slick on the side, like, dang, but I really do want to go, though. But you know what? I'm going to stay here and take one for our team, meet the team, Carl and Lindsay. So Danielle over here giving her shit about it, like, whatever. Like, I mean, if Rob was here, I would go. And then Amanda was like, well, Kyle goes and hangs out without me all the time. And that was kind of hilarious. I thought that was funny. But anyway, Lindsay didn't go. But at the end of the day, I think that Carl would have been fine with Lindsay going by herself if she really wanted to go. And if y'all watch my previous reviews, y'all already know my thoughts on Lindsay drinking and then going and kissing Carl. I'm like, girl, why would you do that? You got alcohol all on your damn tongue and you be all down his throat. Like, stop. Don't do that. Like, you so supportive in all these other areas, but yet so ditzy and dumb when it comes to that, child. But moving on. Sam, everybody goes and hangs out in Montauk. Then Sam, Danielle, and Gabby come back. And they had a really good time. They're having a little girl chat. And Sam says, so basically, Tim the guy that she was supposed to meet up with that was so amazing that invited them to Montauk, he put her ass in a cab and bid her adieu. Mm-hmm. She said that basically homeboy didn't want to wake up with her. He just wanted like to do a little roll in the yin yang and send her in the cab on her way. That's what he wanted. Okay. So this, she gets all emotional and she's like, I think just everybody just doesn't like me. Like everybody always talks about how I talk too much and why am I so annoying? Like she's just really being down on herself, talking about why am I so annoying? Like I get it. Like, nobody really likes me and I'm always talking all the time and I'm just always just doing too much and I just don't know how to not be like this. And I'm like, girl, be your damn self. F what these people think. Cause she probably feeling some type of way. Cause Maya, little trifling ass, took her in the closet, talking about something. Well, you just talk too much. Yeah, you just talking a whole lot. I'm gonna need you to shut up. Like you need to be quiet. Okay. She ain't say it like that, but she damn near might as well. And I'm like, Maya, and you and your chipmunk face, you need to go sit down somewhere. That's what you need to do. How about make sure somebody even likes the fact that you're here with her little bippity bop walk that she do? I'm like, girl, and then that's come to find out, daggone, your boyfriend was out here cheating and dick diving and everybody else in the damn Montauk besides you, because you're annoying. And she keep on, Maya always flash back into talking about Kwame, the top chef from Top Chef that she was dating. He probably was done with your ass too, because you so annoying. I just couldn't even see him being with her. I just don't understand. Can't get it. But moving on. Maya is so annoying, child. I just cannot. But Danielle was like, girl, why are you over here so down on yourself? You are a very genuine person. People that love you will appreciate, people that genuinely grow, like you, they will appreciate that. And if somebody doesn't, F them. Like, don't even be worrying about stop caring about what other people think, basically. And I think that really helped Sam to kind of boost her, really, really like help her to feel better because she kept on really being down on herself. And I didn't really like to see her being like that. So moving on, Sierra, Maya, and Paige get up early. They clean up. Child, I didn't know Paige knew how to damn clean up because their room always looked like a damn cyclone hit it every time they come to the damn house. I'd be like, what does it smell like in here? Ooh, I can't imagine. But moving on. Paige even says Amanda is the only person I'm getting out of the bed for at 7 o'clock in the morning, child. I said, okay, I know you lying. So moving on, Maya and Paige chat and talk about Lindsay not going to Montauk because of Carl. And Paige says she's trying to act better, that basically Lindsay is trying to act better for Carl at the expense of what she wants to do. And Maya says, well, she's making sacrifices for her partner, and that leads to resentment. Girl, shut up, Maya. Just shut up. That's why you ain't got no man now. You gotta make sense. You're going to have to make sacrifices in relationships for your partner, especially when your partner is a freaking he's a former alcoholic. If you're going to be in a relationship and be selfish and be only about you, then that's a clear indication, a clear sign that you don't need to be in a relationship with no damn body. And maybe that's why homeboy was cheating on your ass all damn summer, because you so negative and stupid. Like, Maya, shut up. Okay. You always talk about people making sacrifices, talking about all these sacrifices you made for Kwame. Kwame was successful, whether you want to deal with it or not. I just think that she didn't want to live in she called it living in his shadow. I don't think that she was living in his shadow. I think that she just wanted to be seen. And he's working and doing his thing. And she's BSing around. Because even with these damn cookies that she makes, I would have had everybody with a cookie in their mouth this season. If you really want to talk about your business and you really want to be this boss chick that you tried to act like you wanted to be last season, I think she's just very up and down. Like, and nobody wants to deal with that. I know I wouldn't. So I'm pretty sure Kwame dodged a damn bullet with that one because she is a mess. But moving on, she's an attention whore, period. So Amanda comes downstairs. They sing happy birthday to her. They have a whole spread set up for her for brunch. Carl and Lindsay come down, and Carl hugs Amanda, wishes her a happy birthday, which that was nice to see. Then they have like a flashback of Amanda's birthday last year, where Kyle just really got it wrong for her 30th birthday. Everybody got her something she liked, and he didn't get her jack. I was like, damn, Kyle. But I think Kyle was so busy worried about the wedding and all the money they spending on this and in his business and this, that, and the third. It was just a lot for him. So he got her this painting that she really loved, and she was over the moon about it. She was really, really happy. So then Lindsay is over there hating, talking about all of a sudden he gets married and he's a new man. Girl, other people can be lovey-dovey in the house besides you, sis. Okay, just stop it, Lindsay. You can be a big ass hater your damn self sometimes. But moving on, everybody starts getting packed up, and Lindsay comes up to Amanda and is the bigger person, which I'm glad she actually put her big girl panties on and decided to be that. And she asked Amanda if they can meet up and talk because she wants to talk. And Amanda was like, I'm going to look at my calendar. Girl, ain't nothing on your damn calendar. Go have breakfast with this chick because you ain't doing shit. But anyway, I saw a sneak peek of the conversation, and it does go well, but I'm interested to see the actual outcome of the conversation afterwards. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna go on head on over here and watch Tasha K. But thank y'all so much for watching. I so appreciate you. Please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with anybody else that's watching this show too. And I will see you in the next video. Peace out.